Hello, good morning, students. Today, Monday, 30th of November, last day of this month, class 8th, all sections. Now, last chapter is your statics and probability. Statics and probability. So, today I am only giving you the introduction of statics. What is statics? Statics is science of collecting, classifying, summarizing, analyzing and interpreting numerical facts. So this is the definition of statics. Statics is the science of collecting, classifying, summarizing, analyzing and interpreting numerical facts. Next is data. It is already given in class 7. Data is a collection of numbers gathered to give some information. Collection of numbers gathered to give some information. Next, third part is your observation. Information in the form of numerical figure is called observations. Later on in example, I am giving two examples in front of you, telling about all these things with the help of examples. So what do you mean by observations? Information in the form of numerical figure is called observations. Raw data, collection of all observation is called raw data. Collection of all observation is called your raw data. Next, range. The difference between the highest and the lowest values of the observation in the given data is called range. So first of all, from the data you can find out the smallest value, a lowest value and then the highest value, and their difference is called your data. The difference between the highest and the lowest values of the observation in the given data is called its range. Next, frequency. The number of times a particular observation occur is called its frequency. The number of times a particular observation occur is called its frequency. Then frequency table or frequency distribution table. One is frequency distribution table and other one is frequency grouped distribution table. Frequency table, a table showing the frequencies of various observations of a data is called frequency table. A table showing the frequencies of various observations of a data is called frequency table. And frequency distribution table, a table showing the frequencies of various class interval is called a frequency distribution table, and the data in the form is called grouped frequency data. So in this worksheet, first we have two type of data. One is frequency distribution table and second one is grouped frequency table data. First one is frequency table and second one is frequency distribution table. So all these things I have to discuss with the help of example. So let us take example first and example second. In first example, the marks of 20 students in a mathematics are. The marks of 20 students of class 8 in mathematics are. Here are the marks of they are in raw data. These observation, all these are called your observations. Now look here. What is data? Data is a collection of numbers gathered to give some information. And what is observation? Information in the form of numerical figure is called observation. So this information is given in the form of numerical figure is called your observations, and all these observations form. Now collection of all observation is called raw data. This is called your raw data. So first of all we have to arrange the raw data in ascending order. So it is very easy to find the range here. If we can arrange the raw data in ascending order means from smaller values to greater values. 27, 27, 27, and after that in the end it is 99. We have to arrange all these observations in ascending order. This is called your ascending order. Now this raw data is given in ascending order, and this is simply, it is not specified in ascending order. So first we have to specify in ascending orders, then we can find its range. Range means highest value minus lowest value is called your range. So from this we can find range. 99 minus 27 is called your range. Or now we can frequency distribution table. We can make a table for frequency distribution. First we can write marks code 27, telemarks. How many students score marks 27? 4, and frequency is 4. 32, 1. 34, 2. 37, 1. 42. So this is called your, this table is called your frequency distribution table. One is frequency distribution table and other one is grouped frequency distribution table. Grouped. These grouped means these are data are given in your class interval. This is not given in class interval. That is why this is called frequency distribution table. And this data is given in your class interval. Class interval means it has two limits, lower limit and upper limit. 0 is called your lower limit, 5 is called your upper limit. 5 is called your lower limit and 10 is called your upper limit. And this is called your grouped frequency distribution table. And this is called your frequency distribution table. Only we have to arrange this data in a table in telemarks, then write frequency. Here 27 occurs 4 times, write telemarks 4. 69 occurs 3 times, write the telemarks 3. So how we can write telemarks? In telemarks 5 can be written as 1, 2, 3, 4, and in diagonally we join, it is called your 5. So that it is very easy to count them. Okay, so that is why we can arrange the data table in a telemarks. This is called your frequency distribution table. And second one, I have taken this second example. The rainfall in millimeter in a city on 30 days of a certain month was recorded as follows. Now we can arrange this raw data in ascending order, and after that we can arrange in class interval. Frequency, grouped frequency distribution table. This is called your grouped frequency distribution table, and this is called your ungrouped frequency, and this is frequency distribution table. It is ungrouped, but this is grouped. Grouped means it has two limits, lower limit and upper limit. Every class interval has lower limit and upper limit. 0 is lower limit, 5 is upper, 5 is lower, 10 is upper, 10 is lower, 15 is upper, 15 is, this is your first class interval, second class interval, third class interval, fourth class interval, fifth class interval. We can divide this into grouped. We have to divide this 30 days into how many groups? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 groups. We can divide this 30 days into 7 groups. First group, second group, third group. First class interval, second class interval, third class interval. In each class interval we have lower limit and upper limit. So in 20 to 25, here lower limit is 20 and 25 is your upper limit. So what is the class size? Class size means what is the difference? The class size means the difference between their lower limit and higher limit. 5 minus 0, 5. 10 minus 5, 5. 15 minus 10, 5. 20 minus 15, 5. 25 minus 20, 5. So here class size is 5. And class mark. What is class mark? In class mark we can find the sum of lower limit and upper limit and divide by 2. 0 plus 5, 5.2 is equal to 2.5. Here the class mark of first class interval is 2.5. To find the class mark of other class intervals, we can add 5 to it because 5 is your class size. Next is 2.5 plus 5, 7.5, 12.5. You can also find 5 plus 10, 15. 15 upon 2 is equal to 7.5. 10 plus 15, 25 upon 2 is equal to 12.5. 15 plus 20, 35 upon 2, 17.5. First of all, you can find the class mark of first class interval. How we can find class mark? We can find the sum of lower limit and upper limit divided by 2. 0 plus 5, 5 upon 2, 2.5. So class size is 5 and class mark for first class interval is 2.5, second is 7.5, third is 12.5, fourth is 17.5, 22.5, 27.5, 32.5. In this way we can find range, lower limit, upper limit, class size, class size and class mark. After that you can start your worksheet first, do question first, second and third. This is similar of this. First, second, third questions belongs to your only frequency distribution table. In this you can write subject, what is given here, marks scored, marks obtained, tally marks and frequency. And after that then I go for fourth sum. Next fourth sum, I will solve this sum myself, but you have to solve these three sums. First three sums given below are the ages of 30 students of a class 8th in a school. So here is your number of student, 30 student, ages of 30 students of class, ages of 30 student. Yes, some students are of age 13, some are 14. You have to arrange this in ascending order. After that make a frequency distribution table. Write here ages of number of student of ages, and then write their frequency and tally marks, first, second and third. So do your homework is worksheet first, question 1 to 3. So tomorrow I will go for next questions, that is 4th, 5th and 6th. You can arrange a graph paper because in next sum we have to draw histogram. It is also similar of bar graph. In bar graph we have to represent bars giving space between them, but in histogram we are indicating bars but don't give any space in between each bars. This is called your histogram. So thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye.